Hello everybody, my name is Rolak, and welcome to my newest Let's Play of Pikmin 2. Sequel to Pikmin, obviously. Released just a few years after the first game. Has quite a lot of new features and additions that we will be going over hopefully soon. The introduction's a bit slow, but once we get into it, it's going to be quite a ride. Bzzzt! That was close. I have averted a crash landing. Running diagnostics. Alert! Danger! Louie is missing. He must have somehow fallen out of his cockpit. He is not responding via his communicator. He is either flouting protocol or in danger. Olimar, you must find Louie before he freezes to death in the cold of this planet. Wait a minute. Look! Could these be Pikmin? They look like they're about to be devoured as we speak. You must help them. Point at the screen and press B to call them with your whistle. You can also hold B to make the sound of your whistle carry farther, remember? So yes, we simply just, like in the first game, press B to whistle, called them to their side, and they're now at our disposal. Quite literally in the sense of things. The Pikmin ran to your side. They seem to remember you, Captain Olimar. How fascinating. Give them instructions and do not delay. Hold A to grab a Pikmin, then point at the screen and release to throw it. Do exactly as it says. Hold A, aim, and release. And if you can aim properly, right on top of a dwarf bulborb will crush it instantly, taking it out in one hit. Just like in the first game. Attention, Captain Olimar. I have just re-established my communications link with Louie. It is fortunate we have managed to confirm his safety. Press minus to communicate with him. I am quite interested in the details of his condition. Yes, Pikmin 2 introduces a new captain to take control of, being Louie. So, we simply press minus and swap right over to him wherever he is. Louie, allow me to assess your condition, as per our safety protocols. Are you at all injured? Is that so? Then my concerns are eased. Our communication link shows you are nearby. Can you make your way to our location and rejoin us? I will navigate for you. Press plus to contact me and obtain information about the terrain. I like that the ship is doing the tutorials for me. It's very nice. So yeah, pressing plus opens up the radar, which is, the map. This is the Valley of Repose. Not too much we can explore right now because we're still quite a ways away. In the menu for continuing going to sunset, which will become an option after the first day. And we got our items. A lot of items, which we'll go over later. As for now, it seems like we can just go straight ahead and find something of interest. Louie, the odd object before you appears to be one of the onions mentioned in Olimar's report. The seed the onion ejected just sprouted. According to Olimar's report, it can be plucked with A. Let's go ahead and do just that. Louie, this must be one of the Pikmin creatures from Olimar's report. It is staring at you. You can press down on the D-pad to issue objectives to your Pikmin squad and direct their movement. You can disband your squad with C. Interesting. Olimar's description of the creatures resembling Pikmin carrots were strikingly accurate. Louie, my sensors have detected drool in the corner of your mouth. Are you alright? And yes, simply by directing down on the D-pad, if you're playing on the Wii version, yes, this is the Wii version, we're able to move our Pikmin around. Completely missed the pellet posy. Wonderful. pellet posies from the first game as well. Pikmin gather up the pellets, bring them to the onion, and that'll produce some more Pikmin for you. Simple stuff. The onion injected more seeds. The pellet from that flower must hold nutrients that breed Pikmin. Yes, the Pikmin gather nutrients, haul them into onion, and further propagate the species. The onion is a Pikmin mothership. Reviewing Olimar's report, it seems that repeatedly tapping A lets one rapidly pluck Pikmin sprouts. Again, real glad that the ship is doing most of the tutorial work, so I don't have to really explain anything. And then I can explain why exactly I'm playing the Wii version of all things. So, those of you who are aware that there is a Switch version of Pikmin 1 and 2 and 3. Every goddamn Pikmin game's on the Switch. You might be wondering, well, why aren't you playing the Switch version? I'm sure that has some high quality of life upgrades. Well, yes and no. So, for a reason that you're going to be seeing much later, I prefer the Wii version over the Switch version for one reason or another. And the other reason is actually a good one, because the control scheme in the Switch version, for some reason, is very bad. And what I mean by that is that it uses the pseudo motion control / stick controls from Pikmin 4. That's much, much later. But what I'm saying is that the cursor is locked into the position and follows the direction of where you're facing, instead of freely flowing like, you know, the Wii Remote does. Which is strange, because when you compare it to the port of Pikmin 3 on the Switch, it follows, what the hell is it called? Gyro control of the Switch's Joy-Con, which allows it to follow like a Wii Remote almost. For some reason, that's not in the Pikmin 2 port of the Switch version. And that's mainly why I want to play this version, because I'm really good with the Wii controls. And also, this is the reason I also enjoy playing the Wii version. Perhaps this object is one of the treasures that we are searching for. The only reason we found it here is because this is where you crash landed. How fortunate. I would like to appraise it, but you must regroup with Olimar first. Can you see him? Press Z to move the camera behind you. You can also press left or right on D-pad to zoom and up. What? Left or right on D-pad to zoom and up on... Okay, there's no comma here, so it's a little confusing. And press left or right to zoom and up on D-pad to change angles. So yeah, using left or right, we can go... It's just one button or the other. It doesn't, like, alternate. So you can go really close, medium, and quite far. You can also press up to do an overhead view. And I think if you hold left... Yes, it does like a behind-the-shoulder type camera. Only if you hold it, so it's a little inconvenient. So yeah, this is the reason as to why I wanted to play the Wii version, because this is a Duracell battery. I think the real-life product placements in the Wii version is way better than the made-up versions that the Switch version has. Yes, because... I would assume because of contract reasons, a lot of the items in the Pikmin 2 port on the Switch don't have actual branding. It's all a bunch of made-up things that Nintendo made for the port. And that's why I like this version, because I think it's funny to see real-life products in a video game. Captain Olimar, Louie, you are reunited at last. This has been a troublesome start to our trip. But now you must feel assured that your combined wits can get through anything, correct? From now on, press B to form a single group, C to take solo action, and minus to change leaders. So yeah, similar to the control scheme. So yeah, we press minus to swap. If we're in control of any Pikmin, they will automatically go over to the captain. Press C to disband everybody, including the captain. You can whistle back Louie or any of the Pikmin into your squad. Very simple stuff to get, you know, a hang of. But yeah, I enjoy the real-life product placement. I'm a basic consumer, essentially. And I enjoy product placement like this because I just think it's funny. And there's a lot more of these in the game. And when it was revealed that a lot of the items will be just rebranded as just like generic in-game description, like designs, that kind of put me off on it as well. It's just, I also just feel like it looks better. Like it's just a straight up Duracell battery. There's no explanation for it. The explanation is that this is Earth. This is Earth in a very, very post-apocalyptic scenario. I think that's well established in the Pikmin universe. Like, those are shopping bags. That's a Duracell battery. Olimar had a goddamn bottle cap in the opening, so yeah. I also want to explain how just bizarre my setup is for this game. So, unlike Pikmin 1, where I was just kind of was super scrunched up in my computer chair, pointing at my computer screen that was like 2 feet away from me, I am properly set up. Properly is a broad sense of it. Properly set up in my living room, I guess you can call it, / kitchen. It's like a bachelor suite. And so I'm playing on my TV. I have my computer tower off to the side to record. My monitor, keyboard, and mouse, which is currently on my couch right now. Keyboard and monitor are on a little side table, so I can maintain, viewing of the recording and stuff. And I have my mic right in front of me on a coffee table that is off to the side a little bit, so leg room and stuff. And the way that I am hearing the game is having my old headphones connected to the Wii U gamepad so I can hear the game. Because, for some reason, I can't get my USB wireless Bluetooth headphones to connect to the Wii U or to the TV to hear it. And I don't want TV audio to overlap onto the mic audio, so this is my solution. So I have the most hodgepodge smorgasbord of just mess of a setup anyone could possibly have for something like this. But it's comfortable. I'm not scrunched up. I'm comfortable on the couch, pointing with no limitation whatsoever. So I am going to enjoy playing this game, unlike Pikmin 1, which was a little bit tricky at some points. The mic is also right up to my face, so sorry if I bump it. But it is free from my right arm. I should have played Skyward Sword like this, but it's fine. Just freely move my hand whatsoever with the Wii Remote. And we obtained our first treasure, the Courage Reactor. Let's get back to the game. Our first day of exploration has yielded our first treasure. We will be done in record time. I took the liberty of naming it when I appraised it. The name reflects my current thinking. Leave it to me to think up the catchy names for hit products. It is but one of my many talents. We shall end our first day here and report back to our president. His face will surely be joyous. However, to communicate with Hocotate, we must fly into low orbit above the planet. We will not return to the surface until morning, as to avoid the indigenous nocturnal creatures. And when you collect the first treasure, it will automatically transition into end of day, which is how the first day usually works for these games. No time limit, you're kind of just getting familiar with how the game feels, controls. Very simple stuff. We'll go into end of day conditions afterwards, so we don't have to, explain everything. I should put my wrist strap on, actually. Safety first. Alright, today's reports. Bit different from Pikmin 1. We first are tallied on how much funds we've collected from the various treasures. And then we have our Pikmin total, which shows how much Pikmin we've gained or lost in the day, and the details of how we lost the Pikmin. Aside from just Pikmin 1 being either just battle, water, fire, explosion, etc., there is a lot of different conditions that a Pikmin can die, which we will be going over later. But yeah, that's pretty much the first day. Pretty simple, straightforward, yeah. You found your first bit of treasure. Fine work. Our future depends on your efforts, so check your treasure hoard regularly. I'll check in often. Keep up the pace. Probably shouldn't save because of recording stuff. I'll explain that later. But yeah, that's the first episode of Pikmin 2. I'm going to be doing episodes this time instead of days, because days are a bit longer, and there are some other mechanics that are to be explained later. Anyway, let's go over the treasure hoard and the Picklopedia, which is pretty simple stuff. So you got Olimar's journal. Covered our first treasure. Amazingly, the Pikmin remembered how to salvage it. I can't understand their adorable language, and I don't know what they're thinking, yet I'm so happy to see them. When I crashed on this planet, the Pikmin helped me locate my missing ship parts. In my darkest hour, the Pikmin were there for me. Now that I'm reunited with them, I know everything will be alright. It will, right? A lot of uncertainty. Alright, and we also got the Piklopedia. Olimar gives off a detailed scientific explanation of the creature, such as name, species, stuff like that. Dwarf red bulborb, Pansaurus pseudoculi russus, in the breadbug family. Although initially identified as a juvenile red bulborb, groundbreaking new research indicated that this creature is in fact a member of the breadbug family. A close relative of the vanilla breadbug, it escapes predation through mimicry. Unique adaptations of the red bulborb's crimson coloration allow the species to safely commingle. Such effective adaptation obfuscation, I can't say half these words, by a prey species is rare, indicating this clever creature is a master of mimicry. And Louie's notes, which is only obtainable after you fully complete the game, are cooking details. For blissful bisque, mince the entire beast finely and stir in with heavy cream. Artichoke hearts and a pinch of black pepper. Heat slowly until piping hot. Rich and creamy. A lot of these do sound pretty good, so I'm a little disappointed. And if you want to examine the creature, you can throw Pikmin carrots, which act as Pikmin, so you can see how they react and eat and stuff. And yeah, you can kind of just examine the... How do we... Can we not zoom around? No, you hold Z and you hold it around. Okay. You can zoom in, zoom out, see where it is. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, that's all we're going to go with today's episode. Yeah, good start. Pretty simple. It's the first day on the Pikmin game, so it's going to be a little, tutorial heavy and kind of just explaining everything. But next time on Pikmin 2, we're going to be heading back to the Valley of Repose, seeing what awaits us with our newly rejoined Pikmin allies, and seeing if we can gather up any more treasure. See you guys next time.